So it is Combine Week. We will start seeing workouts on the field starting Thursday. But there is a little bit of news coming out here, and I want to know your thoughts on each guy making this decision. It is quarterbacks announcing if they're going to throw or not throw at the Combine. Set to throw in Indy will be Michael Penix Jr. so far, Bo Nix, and J.J. McCarthy. Smart move by all three of them to throw at the Combine.
Any quarterback that doesn't throw is a moron. These are practice throws. They're throws you've made since 8th grade. There's no defense. You're indoors. Throw the damn ball.
Right, but you're throwing to guys who aren't your normal receivers. If you happen to overthrow a guy or he drops it, it's going to look bad on you.
So, all right, fine. You want to take out Caleb Williams, fine. But any other quarterback, if you ain't number one, you're no one.
See, I'm
throw the ball.
Okay, seriously, I'm wondering. The way the hype is with JJ, why not just sit this one out and just throw at a pro day in a comfortable environment in Ann Arbor?
Well, that's why I said as of right now, things could change as the week goes.
It is shocking to see such a winner behave like a loser. Rico Beard.
No, I'm just
throw
saying.
the damn ball.
He's rising up. His stock is getting higher and higher. So now anything you do is going to tear you down.
No, he's going to get out there. He's going to meditate. He's going to wink at a couple reporters. He's going to start slinging a few passes.
No, because the quarterbacks where you rarely see their throws in the workouts, those are the ones that end up getting drafted like second overall.
JJ, throw the ball so
Looking
the Giants
at you,
will draft
Zach Wilson.
Let's just make it happen.
Yeah, so
JJ, Giants, 2K24.
Oh.
Well, Caleb and Jaden Daniels will not throw. No decision on Drake May yet, but I found something interesting, Mike, and I wonder if this changes your mind on Drake May.
Mm-hmm.
He is preparing for the draft by working out with Eli Manning.
What's that, breathing through his mouth? Would that be blank stare training?
We'll see that. I don't know. Maybe we'll see that.
Perhaps it's how to never win a playoff game outside of your 2 Super Bowls. Same amount of touchdowns to interceptions at the end of his career? Is that what we're working on?
Where's the respect for the man that brought your city and your team?
Two Super Bowls. Uneven, overrated career in the history of football.
Hey, he's got 2 more Super Bowls than my team has.
Rico, you talked about respect. Well, let's talk about fights. Cam Newton was involved in a fight over the weekend. The incident happened at his 7-on-7 flag football tournament. According to reports, Cam's team won the tournament, so the opposing team that lost, the adults decided to start a fight with Cam Newton.
Those are adults?
Yes.
They look like kids.
Yes.
And they got smoked.
They did.
It is the true definition of F around and find out.
Right, Cam Newton's life, he's 6'5", 240, built in a lab. His entire life as a running physical quarterback was to take on contact, full speed from other dudes bigger than him. You think just because he wears stupid hats and ridiculous bow ties that what? Your 5'8", 150-pound ass is going to do something?
Right. I'm quite sure they were in the car with ice bags on their head. Wait, whose idea was it to jump Cam again?
He looked like some of your comic book movies where he was just throwing dudes all over the place. It was 6-on-1. It didn't matter.
He had 4 dudes on him, and at no point was he ever in danger. He was just taking care of everyone.
Right. It was almost like you guys
don't
don't
the
really,
hat from the Wizard of Oz.
Right. You guys really don't want this smoke. So you need to reevaluate trying to do this.
If I bought you a Cam Newton hat, would you wear it in Vegas for our March Madness shows?
See, it wouldn't work, Mike, because Cam has the hair sticking out the hat.
I'll buy you a fake wig. Those hats are inexplicable.
Then get one for yourself.
No, I couldn't pull it.
You got the luscious hair.
But you could pull it off.
I could pull off anything.
Okay, then.
Well, from one black quarterback to the next, or another black quarterback, let's talk about Russell Wilson, because he doesn't seem to want to let go. He was interviewed on the I Am Athlete podcast by Brandon Marshall saying that he wants to return to Denver. He wants to win 2 championships within 5 seasons. But then on the other end, he's saying, yes, I would take the minimum if I go to another team. What is wrong with Russell Wilson? Does he not understand it's over?
He's living in delusion. Here, Kenny would like to have sex with Margot Robbie. Update, not happening. 2 Super Bowls
Kenny.
in 5 years. Bro, you're unemployed because you suck.
How about we just lower that to a playoff win in 2 years?
Baby steps.
Right.
Stop acting like a total weirdo. Baby steps.
So I want to put you all in the shoes of the Buffalo Bills GM. What would you do to make this happen? This is what your coach said.
Okay.
Quote, Sean McDermott, It's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when. That is the relentless pursuit. This is regarding saying we're going to go to the Super Bowl. Well, then how do you make that happen if you're the GM?
My ideas are very unpopular. It would start with I'd fire Sean McDermott. I don't believe for a defensive-minded coach to routinely have a defense that is ass. For a defensive-minded coach to willfully, without a gun to his head, employ Leslie Frazier. Then have Leslie Frazier disappear and you call the defense. Alert me when the Bills make their next big stop. It'll be their first. So it starts there for me. I don't buy Sean McDermott, and I'll tell you the other thing. You got a real problem on your hands that Gabe Davis is walking out the door, and Steph Diggs clearly will not be a part of this anymore. And your yeehaw Cowboy quarterback's going to need some help. Those would be the two things I'd look at.
But I would just say you're going to have to design a defense that is made to strictly stop Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. That's it. You got to come up with the best defense ever. David, you got to go get a couple of dogs out there and put them out there because at some point you're going to have to play the Chiefs in the playoffs. You got to stop Mahomes. Now, if you could stop Mahomes, you could probably stop everybody else. That's why I would go first. Firing the coach, okay. You can leave him there. McDermott there. Your defense has to be top 3 in the NFL. Then, and only then, will you win the Super Bowl.
So again, I stated that this is the week of the NFL Combine. Everyone looks at the on-field workouts, but would you value the interview over the workouts?
I mean, yeah, if the guy admitted to being a serial killer or something. Look, I think it all works together. You can't just ace the interview or just ace the physical. Look, Brad Holmes said something that was really interesting, and I liked it. He talked about how in 2020 during the pandemic, they didn't have a combine, and it was all about football. It was all about the tape, right? And it was a simplicity to it. I think sometimes we overcomplicate this stuff.
See, the interview it's what are you going to get? Somebody's going to say, I'd rather you not draft me because I've never liked your team. Growing up, I actually hated your team, and I would throw darts at your logo. Like, what are you going to – every interview is going to be, well, yeah, I would love to come and play for Team X, Team Y, Team Z. I don't think you get much out of it, David. That, to me, it's a waste of time because the people interviewing you aren't going to ask you real questions, and the person being interviewed is not going to give you real answers.
So let's close it out with this here because we're coming off a season where the Detroit Lions fans traveled everywhere and they had a pretty good home field advantage during the playoffs. So in the last 10 years, what venue do you think had the best home record, best home field advantage?
Arrowhead?
Arrowhead, yep. They were number 1 at 61-21 in the last 10 years at home.
Philly?
Philadelphia, not in the top 6 here. Nope.
I mean, all right, New England.
New England is tied for 5th here, 54-28 with the Baltimore Ravens. I'll give you the rest here.
Cincinnati?
No. Man. Buffalo was
Bills
4th.
Mafia, yeah.
Pittsburgh 3rd. Green Bay.
They still got a team in Pittsburgh?
Yeah, Green Bay was number 2 in the last 10 years.
Interesting, too, because they lost twice as a 1 seed off a bye.
Correct.
Oh, and real quick, and we can dabble into more of this tomorrow, but Mike, according to Adam Schefter, the Giants will be speaking to free agent to be Saquon Barkley, trying to explore a deal with him, but they are unlikely to tag him for $12 million.
I hate my football team. All right, that is football today.